into an update on the HOPES team model of service delivery. We were before the board, I believe it was in May, on May 22nd, providing an update of the HOPES team model. HOPES is the Homeless Outreach Proactive Engagement and Services team. This team began its operations just about 12 weeks ago on March 12th, 2018. And in the 12 weeks that it's been in operation, it has received 113 referrals. Out of those 113 referrals that the team has received, 70 individuals, which is about 62%, have been connected to community services or have continued outreach within the 12 weeks of the program start. It's interesting, I had a discussion with staff about, is this a good number, is it a bad number? I think this is actually pretty darn impactful. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the HOPES team does, they do outreach to our community's most difficult to engage citizens. Many of them are homeless, and actually being homeless is one of the things that is an identifying factor in why we might outreach to you. But these folks that we're targeting also are dealing with mental health issues, substance use disorder issues, and many, many other factors, as well as health factors. And engaging this population in care is something that takes a lot of intensive effort and outreach on behalf of our staff and many partners. So our staff continues to reach out to the 43 individuals that haven't engaged in services. Many of those that haven't engaged in services, it's because they're very difficult to find and they're a transient population. But they remain on our radar, and our staff continually works to engage them. The last time we were here before the board to provide a HOPES update, we talked about 33 performance measures in 5 domain areas. And one of the things that we will be doing in the 18-19 fiscal year is searching for an evaluator to help identify a process evaluation and ensure that as we move forward that we're actually making the kinds of impacts that we desire, rather than just counting number of persons served, number of persons assessed. We really want to be able to measure the difference that we made. So the other piece of the HOPES team is the specialty courts that this team works with. I think that when we started, so one of the things I wanted to kind of redefine about HOPES is that HOPES is not something new. It's not a new program. It's not a new set of staff people. HOPES is a way to take the resources that we already have in place, from our emergency response teams to our MOOS teams to Homeless Persons Healthcare Project, and bring them all together in a multidisciplinary team manner to meet regularly and review how we're going to best wrap our services around those people who are most in need. So, so given that, we continue to work with the specialty courts that already exist. There's the Bobley Community Partnership of Accountability, Connection, and Treatment, which is our PAC court, the Behavioral Health Court. And in the pursuit of continuing to work with the courts, our next steps are to try to work with the courts and other reporting agencies to figure out how we can properly analyze unduplicated counts of clients for reporting categories. And the other thing that we're interested in doing in 18-19 is to continue leveraging all of the resources that we have through our multiple program partners.